Beatriz,
Yeah, I'm audible, Renata?
conseguindo entrar. A Rejane não está conseguindo
Hi,
entrar.
good evening, SK. Welcome.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm extremely sorry due to some technical issue. I was a little late. Yes. Renata? Can I speak? How are you, Nadia? I hope all well. In tough time, I'm happy to see you on the screen. You are the real source of energy of this program. Wars are never been a happy moment of any individual on this earth. But as an educator, we all are together as aim and objective of Global Edu Leader Forum. Alone we can do little, together we can do so much. It was the initiative of Beatrice, Renata, along with all members of Global Edu Leader Forum. Let's talk about the kids, those who are suffering because of war. Educational loss cannot be recovered. Buildings can be made, but the memories of blast, memories of losing their family, and the experience of the teenagers, which directly affect to the heart, not to the brain, is really, really painful moment. So on behalf of Global Edu Leader Forum, today on the topic, educational wounds of war, especially this is the gratitude for the teachers, students, parents of Ukraine, those who are suffering and going through this tough situation. Why not we think of them and boost them with positivity and energy? During this program, when Beatrice and Renata was planning this event, Nadia is already in Poland in the real situation. My heartfelt submission to all the speakers, let's discuss about how we contribute to the students, those who are staying in a camp, those who are away from their home, those who are without their mother, without their father, are only unknown parents staying in a camp. They might be require our human healing. So this is what the aim and objective. My all speakers from different country, all my guests, and especially team of Global Edu Leaders Forum from India and Brazil is trying to heal students, trying to support the lady like Nadia, who is brave and who is in tough situation as a teacher. This may come to anyone, but at least we are there to share our feelings and to support you. Again, my humble request, let's discuss about way and means to provide online educational supports, online educational materials, engaging kids, boosting their morale, and making them feel that we are here, we stands for you. This is all the aim and objective. Rest of the proceedings, over to you, Renata, as a formal way. Whenever is required as a closing comment, we'll take this journey forward. Once again, each member of Global Edu Leader Forum stands for you, stands for your all educational support, which we can provide through our brain, body, and soul. Over to you, Renata. We can invite speakers on the sequence.
Good morning, good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. Mainly seeing that Nadia is okay, that she's here with us, that it's not the perfect moment to have this, but I think it's important that she will share with us the situation that is very sad, but it's real. So we we need to handle with this, and we need to try to help the more we can, her and all people from Ukraine, mainly children. So I would like to start this webinar thanking for all the speakers who are available today here to give a speak, to deliver a lecture for us, to motivate a little bit in this difficult situation. And at first, I would like to call our first speaker of the day, that is Nadia's student, Alexandra. Please, can you start speaking with us?
Yes, hello, good day to everybody. I wouldn't say much information because almost all you can read in news. But it is really shocked situation, and I'm happy that I've never had such experience before. I'm so thankful for a peaceful childhood that I had, and I'm really sorry for the children now in Ukraine that that situation happened to them. It was really, I don't know, I was so much nervous and shocked, and I didn't understand what's going on. When I woke up because I heard something loud next to my city. And firstly, of course, I didn't understand what happened. And I thought that, okay, there's some noise that this will be okay. But next it was one more and really shockable. And after some days, I moved out from Ukraine because it was coincidence that I have studied in Slovak University. So it was really lucky that I have something to go. And we were moving out, and it took us 5 days because so many people moving out from Ukraine, and it was a huge traffic jam. So with 5 days were in the car, we overslept there because we have no places to stay and just have a rest, at least for, I don't know, at least 4 hours, because my mom, who was the driver, I'm really happy that I took her with me, and she slept for these 5 days, I don't know, approximately 10 hours for all this period. And all this time she was so much nervous and excited because she's running out from her home with 2 children, and really don't know when she will be able to come back to her home, to her country. And of course, that's so bad to understand and even think that it could be the possibility to never come back, to never come to our home again. And that's so much terrifying that I really so much hard trying to not think about it, because I cannot imagine that my home can be destroyed. I won't be able to see my relatives, to see my friends, to see my family. And I'm nervous every day because my father, he's in Ukraine, because there are law that men who less than 60 years cannot move out from country. And I'm so terrifying of him because I'm just one. He's my dad, and yeah, really nervous. It was hard time, and at least one day, approximately 1 week, I was in Slovakia, and really I didn't understand. I cannot explain my feelings that I'm here and I'm not at my room, not in my town, and what I will be doing here. What will I do? What will my mom do? Because we are strangers in this country. We have minimum rights, lists, rules, and that's really shock in this whole situation, that's experience. And it's really horrible because people just don't know what they have to do. They have really less power to do something. Really, what we are doing all day, that's praying for the peace in our country. We are just hope that everything will be okay. 2 weeks ago, my university, Ukrainian university news, said that we will continue studying in online form. And that's probably one of the first universities that starts studying. We are connecting with our teachers online on Zoom or Webex, Google Meet, and trying to do something, to study in some way. We have less than 50% of our group on lesson because there are so many students have no internet connection, or they cannot join because they have alarm in their city, and in this minute it could be bomb in their city. Of course they are panicking because they cannot do anything. Yes, and we're trying to do something, to study some way, to make tasks, because really that's where we're just distracting of that. We're focused on something else, on something that we can use in our life in the future, in something that we can help ourselves. So that's all we're doing. And I'm really thankful for the Slovak University that because this university gave us a shelter to live, and of course I'm studying here and possibility to study. All that I could say in conclusion, I'm really terrified and shocked for this situation, and hope really much that everything will be okay, and I will come back to my country, to my home, see my family, see my close people to me, and have a peaceful, happy life. And of course, I'm wishing peace for all of you, for all our countries, and for the whole world. Thank you.
Alexandra, I think we all pray for you. Very soon you will be back to your country. Nothing is permanent in this world. Always have positive hope. I'm really a good news. At least your university has taken initiative and your 50% students are got connected. Never lose hope for positivity, and nothing is impossible. So time will come and we heal. We all stand together for exchange of online process. This was the initiative of program. Any by way and means, we can help you. Around the globe, we stand, all Indians, all people from Peru, all people from Brazil, all people from Pakistan, all people from Each corner of this word stands for you. So now I hope taking lead, Dr. Luis is on the screen. If I take you or Ruben, you would like to talk. My straight question on this talk is how we help school children, college children, and educational loss of Ukrainian students, those who are staying out of country. This was the contest of this program. So Dr. Luis, welcome to you. And on a humble note, I would love to hear you. You have been always been pointed, directed person. How we can help the students, those who are away from home, and how we can heal them. Over to you.
Good afternoon from Portugal. Warm greetings to Mr. S.K. Singh, and warm greetings to Professor Beatriz and to all our dear colleagues that are here today. I'm still recovering from the impact of the words from Kaminina. It is very difficult for us here in Europe to understand why in this 21st century we still have war as an option and not dialogue, not diplomacy. It is very difficult for us to understand. We as Europeans that had two great wars in our continent, it is very difficult to understand that someone can think that war is an answer to problems or to strategies or to defend his own country. Because nowadays, our heart is bleeding for Ukraine. Europe is bleeding, and nothing can be compared to the suffering that war brings us to us all. On one hand, we have the Ukrainian people that are suffering, and on the other hand, we have all the European countries that are watching, that are supporting, of course, but we feel some kind of impotence because we would like to do more and act more and help more. And this is a feeling that unites all European countries. So I would like to say here to my Ukrainian friends that during these hard times, the answer, Mr. S.K. Singh, is to be united, to join forces, to be stronger than ambition, to be stronger than I'm sorry, but it's difficult to stay focused and have a coherent speech when during all day long we hear news from Ukraine, and it's very difficult because Ukraine is not very far from us. And we as Europeans are living this 24 per day. So let me try to answer you, Mr. S.K. Singh. What can we do? I think what we are seeing here today is as an excellent answer for your question. We can join our strong minds and strong spirits and strong wills in order to help Ukraine by every means available, including education. I think online learning is a very useful tool and a very useful learning platform to be used in situations like this one. Unfortunately for us, we had this COVID-19 experience that forces to migrate to online learning as an emergency platform use that saved education during these last 2 years. But we have learned that online learning is much more than that. It's the possibility to never stop educating. It's the possibility to create bonds between teachers and students during hard times. We have seen this during the COVID-19 pandemic. We have seen how online learning has built some bridges across this abyss of the sanitary chaos that we have. So I think online learning is an excellent solution to overcome this war abyss that we are having now. And I think all countries can contribute to this common effort to help the Ukrainian educational system and to support their teachers and to support their students. As far as I'm concerned, I think we all are willing to help. All our countries are willing to help. So Ukraine can count on us. And so this is why this event is so important, because it delivers a strong message to the Ukrainian people. We are here, we are united, education cannot stop, and we must continue this struggle against strategies of power that are more important than strategies of learning. But learning and teaching are much more important than all these matters. So, Mr. S.K. Singh, I think the answer is working together. Try and use online learning as a system to help teachers and students.
Wonderful.
And pray for better times.
Wonderful, wonderful, great, Dr. Luis. I think very well said by you. We all are together ready what we have to give to all Ukrainian teachers training program through online. Nadia, we are available. We will plot some programs for students, those who can be connected. Online mode on the school, on the college basis. I would love to have some little data where you can have a small group of students. Renata and Beatrice may help you to plot at least one session, half an hour during the matching time of the location where you are in Poland or Ukraine time and Indian time, or the respective country. All professors, all educators are there. We complete Global Edu Leader Forum. We try to search people. There is a very special lady, Aditi Vasu Rai, who has contributed, who has taken some lead and have some financial collections which has been received to Global Edu Leader Forum to help the Ukrainian students. Those who require any type of material which is related to education. So Aditi Vasu, get ready to speak. My dear friend Amir from Pakistan, would love to hear you, your comment. How are we going to help in this crisis, and what way and means? How we can take their morale up? Amir would like to invite you for a short talk for 5 minutes, and then we move forward.
Yes, of course, sir. First of all, I said that Assalamu alaikum, good morning, good evening, everyone. And this is Amir Alimar from Sindh, Pakistan, and I am the as an educator. So, sir, was the question that how we can help to the people. Yes, we can nowadays we can help through virtually. Everyone needs education. Education is the most powerful weapon. They solve all the problems. In according to the UNESCO, they created in the 17 goals. But one of the 4 goals is the quality of the education. We give the quality of the education to the all the Ukraine and all the humans where they need it. We are all professors and educators together here to share the problems, to solve the problem, how we can help to the people, one place to the another place. According to the me, I am organizing and giving the international conferences in the different countries, and I can help as an educator through education, because
Very well.
education is the most important. You can see the a live example of the Japan, China, and the other countries, because this education, if we first we give them the education, then that education to people make a mature. Their the way how they will fight to the people, if they have the knowledge, education, skills, they create their own way. We are as a teacher, we can teach them through online. And this is
Fantastic. I think very well, good submission, Amir. Hope to have a people who has a kind and gentle mind from Pakistan. Welcome to you, and we take your help as we plot the. I have Nirmal Mahana, who is a elder sister to me, guiding force to me, who is behind the Global Edu Leader Forum concept. A lady with a commitment, a lady who has seen the defense of India from core of heart, very near and dear. I would love to invite you, what kind of healing required at this point of time to Ukrainian students, to Ukrainian teachers, and how we can take this journey forward. Next 5-7 minutes to you.
Namaskar from India. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my worthy friends, and thanks, SK. You are my darling, and you know that together we have worked so much for the children only. And my life for last 38 years in this profession, I have chosen the areas of work, being my house in Delhi, but working for the children of remote areas, the border areas, and my heart is bleeding for Ukraine and the children, the teachers and the people of Ukraine who have been displaced from their country and they are moved to various parts of the globe. It's very unfortunate, as all my worthy speakers have already spoken, that wars are not the ultimate we have to think about the common people also. For the interest of the leaders, all these things are happening, and it's very unfortunate. But nonetheless, it's happening. There are so many problems. There are so many displacement, and especially I'm talking about the children. As you are aware, my husband is also very, very close to the children, and after his retirement, he is for last 2 months is writing on Ukraine and the problems and this thing in the paper. Every Monday he's writing the articles and people are reading, and especially the children are being, they are benefited, those who are preparing for competitive exams, because people in media also will not tell exact truth, but the truth is that many problems are there. But we as educationists and as an elderly person on this forum want to help children. And as you are aware that only Sundays are available for me. So if anything can be arranged for me and for my husband, I want my husband to take part in this. I want my husband to interact with university students, with college students, because as he is retired as a brigadier general from Indian Army, he's a student of learning. He's been instructor himself. So he can help these children. They will not miss anything. As far as the children are concerned, from pre-primary to class, middle school and the senior school, I can look after them. And anything, if I can do from here virtually, taking class for 2 hours for them, so that they do not miss on their education. Because once they will miss on education, I think you were absolutely right when you said that you can make buildings, you can make the fields, you can grow, everything is this thing. But once the loss of these years will be gone from the students, it will be very difficult to bring it back. But on a positive note, I want to tell that anything, when the volcano erupts, destruction is there, but still that the molten lava brings lot many fertility with the this thing, and we will, and together with the help of the gel, you started this forum for the benefit of the entire globe. And I'm very happy and so proud of you that you are taking this lead, you, and especially with the beats and in Brazil, working so hard. And my heart is bleeding for this girl, Nadia. Nadia, anything we from India can do for you, for your family, or for any, for that matter, anybody there, if you want. I can understand after 47, the partition, India-Pakistan, we also came to India as a refugee, and I can understand my forefathers also came from there, and I can understand that once you are displaced from your own house, it's very difficult. It takes time, it takes ages, it takes generations to stand again. But nonetheless, our hearts are there, our help is there. I can do anything on Sunday basis. You arrange classes, we will take their classes, and we'll help as far as the education is concerned. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. My heartfelt gratitude to you, sister, along with sir, whom I know. He's a superhuman being. I would love to arrange. Nadia and Renata, take note of it. If any classes which require for the university students of Ukraine, in a small group, we can design and we can take. Schooling, Aditi Vasu, my heartfelt gratitude to you, and my team told you have contributed some financial deposits. I would love to know what you did, what you want, and how you want to heal the students of Ukraine at this moment of time.
Thank you so much. Thank you to be a part of this. And it was really very, I was saddened, really saddened by the speech of Nadia, as everybody said. Nirmala ma'am also said everybody was saddened by her speech and the plight she is going through and that they are going through. She is a lucky lady. She should thank God that she has got Poland to give her refuge. But think about the others who were not that educated, who were not that lucky. Think of the others who stayed back in the country, and also think of the country where the intelligentsia, the brain, they have all gone out of the country. Just imagine all the wealthy people, all the intelligent people, they have run away from the country. What would be the future of that country? I'm worried not for them, but also for Ukraine, those who remained in Ukraine as a country, what would happen to them? But there's always a hope. And there's always learning from Japan. What Japan came back, and the resilience that we show, that's a life skill. We have to practice the hope and resilience. The resilience Japan showed, the resilience we show after a partition, and all the world, every country has gone through some of the other calamities, man-made calamities, sometime or the other in the history. If you go through the history, sometime or the other, but they have come back, they have sprung back, they have showed their resilience. Exactly, that is what I pray to God, and I wish all the Ukraine people, those who are inside the country and those who could get refuge to other countries, bring back to their normalcy. They can heal their soul, and with any help required from us. It was just a small part of financial help I could do, but as a trainer, as a principal, as a teacher, and as a member of CBSE board resource person team, so any training, life skills, especially resilience, is very, very great hope. And resilience is a very good life skill, and that can be taught to people. So any kind of that resource, any kind of information, and any kind of help required, we are there. I don't believe in any discrimination. I don't believe in any border. I believe we are the one. All of this Kaminia, Lewis, Amir, and Nirmala ma'am, all of them have spoken and poured their heart, what they thought. Everybody, every one of us are thinking in the same line. As you are thinking, Mr. SK, and so we are all thinking in the same line, how to heal them, how to bring back the oneness of the world, how to bring the peace in the world. So we are thinking in the same line. Okay, so we can do, we good people are all united, so we can heal the world. Absolutely, we can heal the world. Anything needed, I'm there for everybody. Any teaching, workshop, any help online needed, I'm really be very happy to help in any kind. Thank you so much to be a part
Thank
of.
you, Aditi. Thank you. And on a very humble note, contribution in terms of healing people, you require a feeling. And for that feeling, collecting one meal donation, connecting ₹1 donation. See, money is not a matter, but if I start thinking about the pain, which may require a small pencil of a small one page of the paper can start connecting people. So my aim and objective behalf of this forum is my each member, those who are connected with the students, discuss this topic with them. The students like you, those who are in refugee camp, those who are away from the home, how they can be, that is called peer teaching. So my request to all Indian principals and educators are the people, those who are connected with you, why not we think about them? Once we start thinking, trust me, feeling is the best healing. The moment Nadia think I have this big family of Global Edu Leaders Forum along with me is the real happiness. And Nadia, trust me along with Beatrice, Renata and entire team, just you plan any virtual help, any physical help which we can provide, we are there and we are together. Dr. Chai Ching Tan, he is, I think, in the office. I want you to put your comment. What could be the best way of healing and connecting students during this tough time? In short.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor S.K. Singh. After hearing from the Professors Nadia and the students Cami Diaz, I have come to realize that the European Union has really done a good job in terms of putting up a systematic systems to help all the students and teachers, such as providing shelters and facilities, such as mobiles and transportations and all these facilities to the teachers and students. Of course, we still have this unfortunate students and everything, but what I would like to conclude observing from Professor Nadia and the lessons learned from Austria, from Ukraine in this very wartime period, is that I think the global world should come up with a standardized, universal educational social supporting system and to prepare for situations such as war like this. So in the future, for example, the students and the teachers will have certifications records and in the host country, what they have contributed, what they have done, and the types of lessons they have learned in a very systematic way. So all these digitized records of their activities and lifelong learning during the exposures in host countries and the lessons learned can be transferred into systematic formal educations when the war has ended, back into the universities or back into primary schools or back into secondary schools. So I think the world should come up with a standardized, universal system, creating awareness, preparing for it, building up the necessary, strengthening the necessary, and then bring the necessary supporting forces, so that when things come, immediately everything gets more readily solved. So I think we all should take this lesson seriously, systematize it, and ensuring that care is there, support is there, loving attention is there. Because I feel the pain from Professors Nadia's and the students, this Kemi Nia, that if we do provide them with love, attention, then I think trust, and together with then they build the trust, and bring the social bonds. Then everything else will come slowly and slowly and so slowly. They will build their life slowly and slowly and slowly. So I think that is, I hope that would benefit. Yeah. Thank you, professors.
Great input, because this is not first and last war. Why can't we have some systematic arrangement of certification? Of course, I would love to put something to Government of India. I do promise if we can do some certification, our Government of India can do something, forum will be. Respectively, I request to Brazil, Professor Beatrice, also Renata, take note of how can we do some certificational or vocational courses to the kids, those who are suffering and those who are staying in the refugees camping. I would love to invite Dr. Arceloni. She has a rich experience of her life in Brazil, and I think she's the right person who can put how we heal them, how we can support them. Welcome to you, and over to you, Dr. Arceloni.
Thank you, Dr. Sin. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Thank you to Beatriz, to Renata, and all the group with this idea started in the international section of our group. It's so important that GEL had embraced the idea, and thank you for the opportunity to be here in this event. It's so special. A special greeting to Nadia and all students, all the kids, all Ukrainians that are in this situation so strange for us Brazilians. We have no idea that what is war. We have no idea, and no idea, as Luis Miguel told us, why war in this beginning of this 21st century, war. It's unthinkable. But for other side, we are in this situation and we have to treat that, we have to face that. And my speech will be in the sense of education. We have to turn education more and more strong, more and more strong. As we were talking to Rejane Bergamaschi, that is also, maybe I ask she speaks just beside me, because we have prepared a talk together. And we have to be education stronger, so much stronger, because we need, and we are all educators. So we believe in education, in the process of education. Luis Miguel suggests us to enforce, empower our relations to educated people. I said that we can do, we are ready to do that. And Luis Miguel also are brave on the words. All his speech and all the sequences of speeches are brave. My suggestion is tell kids stories. Because when we are telling stories to kids, we are teaching them narratives. In narratives, we learn the characters, we learn scenarios, we learn the sequence of events. We are teaching kids and teens how to be adults in a sequence of events, in a sequence of life we face every day, how we live every day. So that's my suggestion to everyone. The refugee and the educators in general, tell kids stories to enforce their relations with life, their relations with each other. I appreciate, I have to mention professores Rita Borges in Brazil, Silvio Viegas and Tarcimaria Gomes that help us to share this event along the Brazil. Tarcimaria in North, Rita in Rio de Janeiro, and Silvio in the south of the country. So our thanks to them. Thanks for the possibility to speak here.
Thank you, Dr. Arceloni. Especially, I'm impressed with your statement. Empowering our relations with the educated people itself is a great healing. Very, very true, because I still remember my life before 2 years, once we started Global Edu Leaders Forum, once we got connected and started talking, I now feel the whole world is my family. The students of Brazil, students of Ukraine, how I got this feeling about Ukraine, because once I started interacting students of Ukraine, Brazil, or around the globe, Mexico, or any part of country, I keep saying we are born with the same blood group. We are born on 2 eyes, 2 hands, and 2 legs. We all are human first. We are living in a nature where light, sunlight, air, and water is important. We cannot be divided with our caste, color, and religion. So we all are first human being, and human being can feel the pain of another human being. This is what our connecting line. And I'm really thankful, Dr. Arceloni, as you said, empowering relationship. This is Jill is talking about. This is one of example of empowering our relationship. I would love to invite John is there. John, who is a young educators who can motivate people. Over to you. And I would love to know how we can take this journey forward of healing. And after that, Puneet Kaur from India would love to take.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John, over to you.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much for the invitation. First of all, to everybody, I really stand on Ukraine people, and we are really sad. I'm from Costa Rica. However, right now I'm living in Brazil, which is a beautiful country. I speak English, Portuguese, and Spanish, and I have communicated with many people from different countries regarding this war. And everybody, it's just amazed of what is going on. We cannot believe that this conflict is happening in this century. I know that there are many people that they are totally heartless and they don't even care about people. And most politicians, social studies professor told me they are not human beings, and that is a really strong statement. I just want to keep diplomacy, but as a matter of fact, it's very hard on this situation that the world actually it's going through. I can tell you that there's, and I, Beatrice knows me, and I can tell you there's nothing that I can do or we can do, but there's something that we actually can do. Now that we have technology and we can use it like everywhere and easily, like in the past we didn't have this tool, but now we do. We can teach people from Ukraine, and we can have some free time and free hours, and we can give our time to those people, because this is humanity, right? And not only about English, not only about Portuguese, not only about Spanish, but also about other kind of things like how to overcome these difficult situation Ukrainians are going through. I was talking with Alexandra and I was telling her that I have 3 friends in Ukraine. And every time that I speak with them, I feel so and extremely sad about the situation they tell me every day in Ukraine that they are going through. So as a matter of fact, I can tell you, in my country, for example, Costa Rica, we don't even have an army. So I don't even know what is that. So people, I can tell you I'm so extremely supportive person. I want to support these, but as a matter of fact, and in fact, it's very difficult for me to understand what is happening right there, because when I see a policeman, even here in Brazil, with a gun, I get scared. So I cannot even imagine what people are going through in Ukraine. So I can tell you, as Professor Luis Miguel Cardoso from Portugal was saying, this is amazingly out of mind and so crazy. I mean, what I can offer to Ukrainian students for them to keep developing their skills, it's my time. That's what I can do right now. As a matter of fact, there's nothing else. I wish I could have the power to stop this, but I don't. I wish I could have the communicative skills to touch people hard and to tell them that they should stop this word, but it's very hard to do it. What I can do is I can give my time, I can give up my time so they can come to me and they can say, Professor, can you teach me English, Portuguese, Spanish, biology, math? I'm not a math professor, I'm not a biology professor, but in these kind of cases, we can do our best in behalf of those people that are really suffering. And just to finish with this, I just want to say, I'm so sorry, Ukrainian people. I'm pretty and absolutely sorry in behalf of Costa Rica, Brazil, Latin America, and American continent. I feel so powerless and so out of mind about what is happening right now, and I hope it'll finish soon. Thank you very much, and I'm so sorry for that.
Thank you, John. And really, I'm thankful for your talk, which is full of your feelings. But remember one thing, Nadia, any tough time may retain, come and go. But this nature always makes us tough, makes us more strong, makes us more empowered, and we grow, we come up with the double energy. Wars, these jets, these fighters are the not final solution. Love, care, concern, and humanity is going to be the real weapon of this world, which is connecting to all of us. Puneet Kaur, who is a very sweet sister of me and who has love and care for especially kids. Puneet, your take of healing students of Ukraine.
Good evening, good morning, and namaste to everyone. We as an educationist can give sport online, and everybody has given their views on it, that we can give our time to them. But one more sport is required to the smaller kids, to the children and teenagers, that is emotional sport, psychological sport.
You're muted. Puneet, you are muted. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible.
Yeah,
So
you're audible.
apart, yes. So I, as I spoke, that there is requirement of emotional sport, psychological sport, apart from education. 2-3 things that I can do is, one, I can forward these words to the children for peer education. I can motivate my teachers for online education up to class 12. And I know my teachers, they will be there and they can give their evening time. And emotional, psychological support, I am there. Every evening, if any child, because, apart from these times, someone needs ear to hear. So I'm the ear who can hear, and I can talk to them. I can give emotional support to them. I can spend time with them, and I can listen to their problems. And along with them, I will try to find out the solutions for their problem, being in India, but being there by heart with Ukraine children. I'm all with them. So I'm always there, Nadia. So you will find me. My number is already in the group. I'm only one text away from you. You just have to text me that, Puneet, this thing is required. This child needs you. I'm always there for you. That's all I can say, because wars are not the solution, but emotions are the solution. And if we can make our children, if we can teach our children global peace. And today I have learned that this is now very important part of education, that we must give this education to children, that there is requirement of global peace, and these children, when they will be the citizens of future, they will spread peace around entire world. So we all
Thank
should
you, Puneet.
take this takeaway.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Great,
much.
great. Heartfelt gratitude. Healing through feeling is most important. Nadia, I have a connection with you, which was started in 1990 when I was just passed out my +2 examination. I wanted to be a doctor from Ukraine. Now I am educator. That was a mystery of my life. I couldn't become a doctor, but if I become an educator, I have many doctors along with me, and who can be the real healing object, who can be together. And trust me, I do believe any difficulty which comes to your life makes you more strong. Never be negative whatsoever come. Things may go, things may come, but we stand what we are today, and we become tomorrow what we try for. So this war will be ending up if 32 days has gone, few more days. I would like to take Ruben here, your comment from Peru. What, and after that, Juan Eric, I'll be inviting you to your feedback. Ruben, how we heal them, how we support them. Any other idea about?
Well, lots of greetings to all of you from Peru. Thanks for the invitation. Let me start by saying that education is based on the interest of learning. And I totally agree of this emotional part. We have to work on this emotional intelligence because we need to be motivated. We as educators need to be motivated to address to students who are passing by very terrible situation. And this part of life that they have to live in Ukraine is something very difficult for us who are not there. So imagine the ones who are there living in their own blood what is happening and how their children can be highly interested in learning something that they see that most of the people, many children, friends of them, are taken away from their countries. And they are staying, so the ones who remain in Ukraine might say, why am I going to learn if I'm going to die in this war? So let's show them that life goes on. We cannot control our authorities. All over the world, we have problems, but war and this conflict is the worst. In my country, things are going high in price. Mothers go to the market and they cannot buy the same things that they bought the day before because every day things are higher. And we have to explain the children in elementary, in high school, that we cannot control that, but we can do our best to be highly motivated to learn. and to read, how can we get, because education is the most powerful tool. We always say that. But how can we demonstrate that education is going to heal the world if there is a war and they are facing that? So how can educators be highly motivated to be there every day and to tell the children, nothing happens, let's continue with our class? Is that impossible? We have to be resilient, yes. And resilience is a matter that we need to work on. But how to live in our own blood this? We
Wonderful.
are out of Ukraine now, and we are talking about what can be good to heal education there and to give great support to them. Our time is a great support, yes. And something else that I suggest is not only educators around the world like us can help them in connecting with them, but also we can have our classes connected with their classes using the technology so they can see other children learning in other parts of the world. Well, they don't have a war, they don't have the same situation, but let's take their minds out of this conflict for a little while learning. So that will increase and enhance the interest. Thank you.
This is something great, Very well taken, Ruben. Connecting them to the classes. I formally promise, Nadia, we will be plotting some education for pre-primary, primary, middle and college students, especially in terms of motivation, taking them out. I will end up this before I come to Von Eric, your comment for next 2-minute closing comment, because we are reaching for our time. It's 7:49. So 3 to 5 minutes to you.
Thank you, Sir Eskising. Thank you for organizing this event. And thank you, Miss Beatrice, my dear friend, for your initiative. It's a great initiative. First, how can we going to help children undergoing this situation? Number one, since we are in virtual, count me in if you have any other event that will help the children. I'll give my time. I'll make my time to help and support any platform. And the platform GEL, this is a great initiative and I thank you very much. And how can we heal people with this situation they're undergoing right now? I feel the story of Miss Nadia and Miss Kaminina. It breaks my heart hearing your story and reading the news, watching videos. It really breaks my heart. Now, you do believe that we can heal others. You can do energy healing to yourself, to your others with your compassion, your prayer, being genuine, action. So again, when we say action, our time together, if we will volunteer. I'm a volunteer in my community. I do lots of volunteer in my community. So I can do extended volunteer to any platform, particularly to GEL. So count me in to support you. So again, hearing all the speakers, I'm inspired by your speeches. So thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
all. Eric, I think this small support is the biggest energy of GEL. Moving forward to the closing comment, Nadia. The forum has started this initiative to support you along with your students and community. Renata is on the screen. Please feel free to take a sketch of the work which you require. So we may plot some classes on the weekly basis, one day for the primary education, another day for the college education, another day for the pre-primary education, depend on. So we start with the emotional healing and then we come to the real teaching, which is required. See, this is not a first time war. A war has happened in our ancient history also, but after that, there is a new era which comes with the new energy and new empowerment. If it is all about destiny, fine, it has come and it will go. But what we can do, we should not stop doing it. So Nadia, your closing comment, what kind of things you are expecting with us and which we can put forward as a matter of gratitude?
Yes, thank you very much for this meeting. First of all, for every speech was very expression, and I have a lot of ideas from this. First of all, I want to say thank you that I'm not brave, I'm not stronger than I was before. I'm such brave because I'm not alone, I'm with you. 2 weeks ago, I was crying and crying day by day. Now I am not crying woman. Now I'm a stronger woman. And I'm thanks God to have such a good friends, to have possibility to be with you and saying, talking about this war. Thank you very much. I'm not brave because you're my friends and I'm still here. It's a first point. The second point, first of all, I have a good idea, because the conclusion of this meeting that it will be a good possibility to open such classes, free classes for English, because as you know, we have English classes from first year in the school. So if I write some message to this school, for example, in school where my son is studying now, because online in school Ukraine still, because my son here, a lot of students and children still in online. And if I ask a director, for example, administration of this school to open a small world to English teaching with a lot of guest lecture from abroad. And
you start, we'll give you teachers,
yes,
don't worry.
Because it's really, sorry that I am interrupt you, because only before the war, it was very expensive to pay money to study English. Now
English classes will be free from India.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yes, and it's very a big gap in a school, because English from Ukrainians, it's not the same English when you speak day by day. So I think I will prepare a letter to Minister of Education that we have some ready to be a guest lecture from a lot of countries, and 45 minutes a day, it's not a lot of time, because we have lesson during 45 minutes only. So just with impressions about your country, about India, about China, about Peru or Portugal, doesn't matter. But if it will be in English, it will be help for our students, for our children, because English, it's very necessary. I told you that how many languages do you know? How many times are you humor? And it will be a good help for our children. It's the first point. The second point, that we can to add to such meeting maybe some media, social media. 1-2 person, doesn't matter, because I have experience to add in such meeting one journalist from TV, from radio, doesn't matter, but
I want to explain why. Because you have your TV, for example, in India, in China. And believe me, TV in news, it's not only the truth, okay?
Yeah, true.
It's not only the truth.
Very true.
Because
Very true.
from Ukrainian TV, we heard that India and China, for example, because it's a big and stronger relationships in economy, India very scared about destroy this supply chain and about product system, about security in our agriculture, because India have no idea what they must to do with such situation. But now I'm here and I hear your voices that nobody say nothing about food, flour or bread. Everyone from these participants saying and want to say the children that it's a lives, it's a plans of a lot of peoples. And I know that we must to add some media.
Yeah.
For short, for maybe short promo that we are here, and I will share it in Ukraine. You will share in other countries, but we must to add it. We must thinking about it. And it's the second important point. I'm finished. Yes.
I'll be arranging Indian media. Renata noted down what kind of objectives he is keeping. So we invite only media persons, those who can take your voice louder way to India and other country. And we will have a video shoot which you can publish or which you can give us, send us to us on our own YouTube channel. So do not worry, we'll support you on that part also. And I do promise we will be raising your voice to United Nations also. We are working on the project, the voice of children of Ukraine, those who are suffering from war. They need to provide shelter, food, or the basic amenities, what they require and wherever they have been. So we'll be putting this noted. Next point.
Yes, I agree. So we must to have such conclusion after meetings that we are ready. It's like agreement that we are ready to help to children with English studying, English teaching, and it support more than you can imagine, because we have a big job in English studying. It's more than you can do it from your country. Online now, from pandemic, thanks that it was, I am sorry, but 2 years ago when online was start, we are thinking, oh my God, what is it? But now it's a lot of possibilities to open for us, and we are sitting here and we can enjoy a lot of children to hear our voices. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadia. I have offered my services of English to the first Brazil. Now it is going to be to second country, Ukraine. Renata noted down. We will plot some classes. We'll make schedule and we'll send it to you. Timing she can fix, and at least weekly, twice or thrice classes will be engaged. Do not worry. This is all about human feeling. Once again, I am thankful to all speakers, those who are there on the screen, those who have spoken, and those who are going to listen this talk on the social media. Once again, I'm coming to closing end. Beatrice would like to say something.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Mr. SK. I think there is something missing. We didn't hear our friend Leonardo Broing.
He is available?
Yes, I think he's here.
I always say the friends, those who are available on the screen, please do appear so I can invite?
Eu estou com o trabalho da Rejane para apresentar aqui. Ela teve que sair por causa da viagem.
Oh, Leonardo, welcome to you. I can see your comment. A smart intellectual who has always pinpointed his talk.
Well, first of all, thank you for the invitation. And well, it would be fine if I didn't have time. So, I mean, a lot of.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You take. We have time. Don't worry. For good cause, everyone has time.
My speech is more on the sense of when I think about educational wounds of war, we have to think that right now there is a war going on. There's this open wound, and it's of course terrible. But wounds eventually will heal, but they leave behind scars. We have to think about this long-term psychological effects on children. And unfortunately, there has been a lot of war in the world. But on the other hand, at least there has been a lot of studies on the impact of war on children. And although there is a high prevalence of PTSD, children, particularly up to the age of 12, have a high plasticity. And as has been said before, they have a lot of resilience. So given proper care, they can heal, but this cannot be ignored. So it's not just about right now, how do we handle education? Because of course, we have new tools due to the pandemics, and these new tools, they can help put together professors and teachers like me and like other speakers here. We all want to help, but we also have to think that it's not only about the content of the class, but it's also about the subject of the class, about the student. And a lot of proposals have been made on the literature, and one that caught my attention is the use of arts and art-based initiatives as a means of expression for the children, so they can express how they are feeling about this, and in a reduced stress context, because we as educators, we can provide a safe environment for them to express themselves. And these initiatives, they can lead to reflection, to critical dialogue. And when they become public, when they go to the community, they raise empathy. So there has been proposals on drawing, painting, theater, dance, music, photograph, so, and poetry, and all of these, they are emotional ways for children to express themselves, and through that, leave scars that are not so ugly after the wounds are healed. And that's what I would like to.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think without this remark, dance, music, drama, and other, which are the real healer and which are the real component of healing people, making people happy, we'll include it. Nadia, I think we may have some classes of dance, music, drama, which really brings a smile on the faces of children. So next speaker, Beatrice.
Sorry, I'm not the next speaker, Mr. SK. Arcelonise, is Jani there? Sorry?
Perfectly, I'm okay. I request all the speakers, those who are there, they can put their camera on.
Rejane? No?
Rejane is not here, but I have her speech.
Oh, great. So I think on behalf, you can.
To travel. She was here up to 10 minutes ago. She left. Should I present?
So, yeah, of course.
Okay,
We'd love to hear at least if she has some speech.
Rejane is a psychologist. Rejane Bergamaschi is a psychologist. Thank you, the invitation, the possibility to be here. And her talk is about playing. Kids should play, must play. She said that childhood's hurt because it's through it that the child develops its learning capacity, social roles, anticipates and learns adult life part. She also says that the present moment, the historical moment where they are living, it's essential to emotionally elaborate such a hard situation that brought uncertainty and instability to everyone, including the children. given that they understand that very little was going on. So she suggests play with kids and maintain them busy in a routine.
We'll play quiz. We'll play some games along with the kids, those who are available in the Ukraine. Very well said. So closing remark to global coordinator, Global Edu Leaders Forum, who is taken lead of this program. To be very honest, all credit goes to Beatrice and Renata. I am behind the show, but the real people on the show is Beatrice and Renata. Nadia, I feel rich, as you told, you are not alone now. I feel rich because once I was working in India, I was thinking just I can work off my state and my country. But due to this pandemic, I am working globally. Amir is from Pakistan, who was part of India before. You are there in Ukraine, from Ruben is from Peru. All my friends around the globe has empowered me and given me more energy. This energy is a gift of God, and it is synergy and the power of Global Edu Leader Forum. We stand for humanity. Always we keep saying, teaching brain is not education. Healing heart is real education. I was worried about you, Nadia. Once this war started, I was in touch with Beatrice. Beatrice keep talking. Beatrice keep promising. We are in contact with Nadia. We want to have some program. And this program is ending up with the beautiful objective, English teaching. Second, a social media or the media arrangement. And third, which I take dance, drama, and music classes for the students, those who are in the camp. So we are not far away. Very soon we'll be planning and meeting again. Need not to worry. That is my dream of 1990. If I visit Brazil, definitely I'll come to Ukraine. I would like to write my Prime Minister of India, intervene, stop this. I'm not talking about any individual country, what the geopolitics is going on. Geopolitics is a part of just robotic machine and robot rockets. That is not a human feeling, honestly speaking. You are big or you are small from your heart. You are big and you are small not because of the money and because not of the power. One day you have to go from this earth, and that day people will remember for your deeds. You may have millions, billions, whosoever the president of, whosoever the victim of. What are you doing? Why are you doing? One of the speaker was saying, why war? Okay, this question always comes in my mind, why war? If we have 5 fingers, Ukrainian has 5 fingers in hand, Brazilians have 5 fingers in hand, Indians have 5 fingers in hand, Pakistanis have. So where are we divided? We have 2 eyes, one nose. No one has 2 noses and 4 eyes. So how are we divided? We are breathing air. We are drinking water. So how we are different? So this is the thought. Once again, my heartfelt gratitude to Beatrice. Professor Beatrice is the real source of energy, and she is a really inspiration for me to take this journey forward. Now, my colleagues are jealous. I am doing program with only Brazil. Indian frequency has gone down, but I give this credit to Beatrice. Over to you, Beatrice, for your closing remark and comment.
All right. I would like first to thank you all the speakers, the people who still believe in humanity and made their financial contributions. The Global World Leaders Forum, especially the founder and chairman, SK Singh, for understanding that this webinar can help people who need it most. We don't have the ambition to solve the world problem, but we can do something for people besides reaching out. If I ask each of you, how important is peace to humanity? We are sure to have many different answers. And I have no doubt everyone will defend their ideas, ideologies, religions, and say, why the war? Why the lack of humanity, empathy, and wisdom? But if I ask, what is peace? In its positive conception, peace is not the opposite of war, but the practice of non-violence to resolve conflicts, the practice of dialogue in relationship between people, the democratic attitude towards life, which presupposes the dynamics of planet cooperation and the constant movement on the justice facility. Has there ever been a year without war in human history? This is a question that, in practice, is impossible to answer. First, to the lack of documentation, because tribal wars between hunting peoples, for example, do not leave written records. Secondly, because the answer will depend on the criteria you adopt to define what a war is and define its beginning and its end. For example, the human impact of the conflict between drug trafficking authorities. The human impact on work, conflicts between colleagues, companies, schools, the impact of conflicts over the power of a position within them. This is the beginning of greed. The competition of power and of embracing everything and having control over everything. It starts within each of us who pursues such ambitions at all cost. And then it's easy to judge political authorities with their territorial ambitions without thinking about the consequences for humanity. But what are you doing to prevent that? Or do you continue to wage a veiled war every day? If we adults do such acts, our children are not to blame. So I invite everyone to reflect a little on the children who are going through every possible need. Let's do something for them. I wish peace to the world, but peace begins in each one of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Beatrice. Your energy, your purity of heart always becomes strength of this Global Edu Leaders Forum. Global Edu Leaders Forum is a forum where we are connecting heart to heart, not only mind. So it's our responsibility, it's our duty to feel pain of each other, those who are connected to the forum. With this word, once again, Nadia, my phone number 24/7 available, and your English classes will be sponsored by Global Edu Leaders Forum. Just you give me the age group and the component which you require. Renata, I request to you, take the 3 classes which can be planned for primary, middle, senior or college, including if the teacher you want, the teachers wants to learn spoken English classes, we can also offer them a training for how to enhance their teaching skill. We have a number of resource person, those who are master trainer, including me. I am master trainer for training teachers and healers. If I say healers, the people, those who motivate, those who boost energy, those who give you power to stand together. Nadia, I'm impressed with your sentence as you told you are not weak now. Yes, you are not weak now. We all are together. We stand for humanity. We are trying our best. Rest, everything in his God hand. And he will do justice. This is my faith, my submission. Once again, thank you to all speakers, those who have taken their time. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Renata. Thank you, Puneet. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Dr. Chai Ching Tan. Thank you, Madam Maria, who has always been on the screen. Thank you, Dr. Arceloni. Thank you, Dr. Luis. Thank you, each one of you, those who have contributed your time. Your time is also a great contribution and gratitude towards this such type of crisis. That's all for today. Hope very soon we connect you with English teaching. And Alexandra, make a group of students, those who require specified any lecture or any specific content. I do promise I will search Indian professors, people, and we provide you that also, including your university as a guest lecture. This is all about my contribution. Forum is all yours. And we keep this journey of supporting Ukraine students this time of crisis. It would be only a small step. I cannot say it is completely. And another point which I want, a letter will be drafted to United Nations from the each country regarding the real help which can be provided with the intervention of the country heads, prime minister, presidents, and as per the foreign policy. So we write to United Nations, students of Ukrainian, those who are migrated, what can be done for them. So this is all for today. Once again, thank you all and hope to catch you soon.
Thank you very much. See you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the invitation.
Bye-bye.